Hello and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin chart still under pressure. Not any surprise really, because, you know, as we said in the earlier video today, the market is currently under pressure. We also have seen the stock market form potentially a price top. I want to show you briefly the Nasdaq chart. Obviously, futures markets not yet open, but they will open later. And also the Nasdaq has obviously started to show signals of a top. If you followed the video updates here over the last few weeks, I showed you again and again, also not in every video, but here and there, updates about the Nasdaq, and highlighted to you that we have reached here kind of a topping area. But as long as we hold above support, there is no confirmed top. Now, the Nasdaq is still holding support here. Yeah, but could also start that B wave pullback that I'm watching for on the Bitcoin chart as well as one potential. Yeah, again, even with a deeper pullback on the Bitcoin chart, I'm still considering higher prices. But here on the Nasdaq as well, that B wave pullback could start at any point. The Nasdaq is still holding support, but the ES futures, S&P, they've already broken support. So I'm starting to assume a top has formed here. And I've been quite clear in my communication that I assume that once the Nasdaq and potentially the S&P 500 form their local tops from the rally that started early in April, this is when Bitcoin could follow as well in the market, right, for a corrective pullback, which is not a problem. I'm just showing you that. I mean, I'm not saying they're always correlating. They are not necessarily. Here in this period, Bitcoin did quite well. The Nasdaq just moved sideways, okay? But so please be aware, there's likely going to be some selling pressure in the stock market, best I can tell. It's not fully confirmed yet. It's, a topping is a process, not an event. So things can still change, but it's important to follow the relevant microstructures, obviously, for signals. But for now, especially if we now see a break below 20,567, could indicate that we start into the new week with some selling pressure in the stock market. And the Bitcoin chart already shows that, right? I can only repeat what I said in the previous video here on the hold on, where's the daily chart? The daily chart, the next main support is at around 100,750, and that B wave support area, which is kind of equivalent to what we track on the Nasdaq chart as well as support area for a pullback, is between 81,343 and 95,848. Short-term upside is possible directly still, but in the very short term, I mean, that would be, that would be the yellow scenario, can still go higher, but I don't see any confirmed low at this point. So I think we still have that potential of a wider B wave. A lot of people will be happy about that because I know that a lot of people have missed the boat, apparently, haven't used the support area we talked about back in April, March, February, and so on, apparently. That there was a major opportunity to enter the market. Now, we might get another opportunity on the daily chart if we get a pullback into this support area. That could really be the last one in this cycle. We'll see. For now, this pullback is not entirely confirmed, but as I explained, short term, we're looking for lower prices. The yellow scenario, though, is still relevant and valid, but I would need to see. So that is the direct pathway higher, right? But that would become less probable with a break below 100,750, and I would need to see an impulsive move up, a break above some kind of resistance on the short-term chart. But so far, the forecast for lower prices in the short term is still, let's say it's unchanged. I have no reason to change that until we get a break above some kind of a signal level, like, for example, initial micro resistance at 108,850. Followed by a break above 109,455 and 111,250. So I can only repeat again, we had a 5-wave move down from the Thursday high actually, a corrective rally, and now another 5-wave move down. And the resistance area is still relevant. I shared that with you in the last video. And if we're now already in the 3rd wave down, then we should get some rapid downside movement over the coming sessions. At this point, though, a wider wave 2 corrective bounce is still an option, So resistance is there for you to watch. And until the market gives us a clean 5-wave move up above first resistance level, short-term pressure remains downward, and we could, and the price could test 104,168 or even 102,000 next. Hold on, not 102K. Yeah, 102,100. Please note, we talked about it. The VRVP, this is one that I'm tracking. The point of control is around 103,500. So there is likely going to be some support in that area as well. But for now, the bottom line is there is no confirmed low in place at this point. Short-term pressure remains downward. That's the update on BTC. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.